So when this bitch was talking about, oh well, I won't stick with my man if he isn't or I'm not gonna chase him because he isn't Kanye. When a bitch says something like this, you just know she's a piece of trash. Uh, Moreover, you know that she's not the type of woman who can stay with a man. Because if you just look at her track record, you look at her history, she is single right now. I think she was 26 or 21. She was something like that. And she's single right now. Why? Why are you single as a young, gorgeous woman? Like, why are you single? It doesn't make sense. So that's the first reason as to why she's. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. So that's the first reason why she can't, why she doesn't have it in her to stick with the man. And the second reason that she doesn't have it in her to stick with the man is because, well, she mentioned Kanye. Well, who is Kanye? Kanye is a world-renowned superstar. How many men are like Kanye? Not many. And moreover, um, Kanye is Kanye is in a career field wherein he'll be the top one day, he'll be the top dog one day, and then the next day he won't be the top. Things like this fluctuate. The amount of attention that we give to these celebrities fluctuates. Kanye might get 1 billion likes on one post and then get 2 billion likes or 500 million likes on the next post. Drake might be the most famous person in the world one day, then it might be Peso Plume or the zesty one. What's the zesty one? Bad Bunny. So that's just letting you know, like she'll bounce from nigga to nigga because of who he is and his status and shit like that. So this is a bad bitch, physically and eternally. She's a bad person. So yeah, she doesn't have it in her to stick with a man. And also, um, a bitch like this wants to be the A side. She wants to be the power party. She wants to be the one who's leading the relationship. She wants to be the one with the cards in her hand, etc., etc. Um, so yeah, that's that too. Um, and even if she was to get in a relationship with somebody like Kanye, which is what she wants, she wouldn't be able to hold on to him her because of how she's acted in the past, and she doesn't have it in her to stick with a man because she's so dysfunctional, but also she's a self-saboteur, and she would really mess her chances up with Kanye, um, because her nature is one of chaos. So yeah. And the reason I know her nature is one of chaos is because I mentioned previously that her boyfriend slapped the dog shit out of her ass and spat in her face. Supposedly, this is what she said while she was in the hospital right after she gave birth. Um, every bitch I've met who has gotten abused or beaten by a man has deserved it. And what I mean by that is after they tell me that, hey, such and such hit me and he did X, Y, Z, etc., etc., um, and observe the behavior for a long enough time frame, I understand why bro beat your ass. You're a ruinous character. You're a cancer to society. You're a poisonous person, and you're an angry personality. You're not a submissive woman. You're not a demure woman. Uh, you're not a chill, relaxed woman. You're a turned up bitch. You want to be in the club. You want to be seen. You want to be heard. You want to lead. You want to dominate. You want to have the power. You want to be the strong one. Um, and a bitch like this needs to get put in her place, right? And I already told niggas about this one hoe I used to have. I ain't gonna call her my hoe, but this one bitch I used to deal with named Jalissa, and she was just extraordinarily disrespectful. I truly believe she wanted me to beat her ass or slap her. Probably just wanted the little one, two, a little pimp whooping. You did. So yeah, that's that. And even my own mother, she told me that my father was whooping her ass. And she told me this when I was a child. Why she told me this, who knows? Perhaps she wanted me to hate my father. Who knows? Um, but when I observe or when I recollect or reminisce on some of the experiences I've had with her, I'm like, you're the type of bitch who needs to get her ass kicked. Like you you're the type of personality who would definitely deserve to get their ass whooped because you're just so dysfunctional. And something with you in your mind is not right. So, yeah. Moving on. So, with that being said, very little in this world is coincidental. Probably everything in this world is by design or purposeful. So, this is the way things are. I don't really believe in coincidences like that. Maybe one day I will, but nah. If bro beating your ass, you probably did something to prompt that behavior. Like me as a man, I've whooped niggas before, and I've never just whooped the nigga's ass for no reason, right? Like for the fellas on here who would beat niggas up, have you ever whooped somebody's ass for no reason? No, it's fucking crazy. You know, very few of us in the society are psychopaths, genuine psychopaths. Okay. Okay. So the reason I said that she wants to be the A side in the relationship um, is because, like most women today in this era, they're low class and they want to dominate a male and a man, and they want to be the leader. Um, so I'm about to get into that. So she was saying that, oh, if you're not Kanye, I won't chase you. She was saying shit like that. Or what exactly did she say? If Kanye, he's not Kanye, I'm not about to chase him. So basically, what this broken bitch is saying is that if you as the man aren't providing extraordinarily oodles of value to me as a valueless woman, then I won't act as a woman should, and I won't behave submissively or femininely, if that's even a word. Uh, and I won't chase you, which is what a woman's supposed to do after a man lets you know he's interested, and he beats it down. But even before that, I think a woman should probably start chasing. After he makes that initial approach, and after you figure out, hey, this is the type of guy I want to be with, your ass should start chasing. Like for the rest of time, you definitely should start chasing. Because the man is the actual value. We've lied to these hoes an innumerable amount of times. Y'all are not special. Y'all are not the value. Y'all are not the prize. Y'all are not any of this shit. And I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying it to be real. We need more realistic, pragmatic people in the society. There's too many deluded characters, male and female. And people are frankly just lying too much, particularly to women, particularly men to women because they're trying to fuck. So and let me touch on that a bit because the feminists are gonna come for me if I don't back what I say up. So I say that the man is the value because the man is, well, the woman is making a extraordinary ask of the man. She wants him to take care of him for the rest of her life. She wants this nigga to die for him, for her. If things get hectic, she wants him to buy her gifts, get on a knee like a peon peasant piece of shit, propose, pay for everything, do all this extra shit that literally takes your life force to accumulate. And a lot of this stuff that women want is money, right? It costs money, right? It either costs money or time, and that's your life you're giving away. That's your life force you're giving away, bruh. Like, if if a couple goes out on a goddamn vacation to Bali and the man pays for everything, bro. It took him a while, especially if he's an average man, an average income earner, bro. It took him a tremendous amount of time to save up all that goddamn money to take your ass to this trip. Not only buy the plane tickets, not only pay for the trip, but to also pay for all the amenities and all the extra shit the bitch is gonna want to engage in on the trip. Why? To make her happy. That's crazy. It's crazy shit. And men will do all this to make women happy, but you just need to realize like you're not the prize. He's the prize, and you should treat him as such, and you'll get along in a relationship uh, better if you have that type of mindset as a woman. A lot of you females are broken and y'all want it to be the other way around. Y'all want the guy to kiss y'all ass. Oh, and that was another thing she said. She said, I'm not about to kiss his ass. I'm not about to chase him. He's not Kanye. You're a fool. You're a bitch. Like, I hope something evil happens to you because you're a disgusting personality. Like, don't even look. Next time I see your stupid ass, don't even look at me. Don't even look at me. Don't look me in my eyes. You're unworthy. Don't look at me. I'm ashamed of these females, man. But I'm more ashamed of these dudes, these simps. Oh, and let me get into the piece on why women aren't the value. So women, especially, and men seek younger women. I think everybody knows this. I mean, we all would like a younger bitch. We want to be more knowledgeable than her. We want to be smarter than her. We want to be more shrewd than her. Older bitch, bruh. Or a bitch older than you, or a bitch your age, bruh. She might be able to fool your ass. She might be able to fool your ass, but if you got years of experience on her or years of knowledge on her, then she won't be able to trick your ass. And they're inevitably going to try and trick your ass. Even good women are going to try to manipulate your ass and get your ass to succumb to the games. They're gonna try to fight you, but they want you to win the fight. You did. I was talking to this one bitch and she was talking about, oh well, I asked her why she ended the relationship or why she's not, yeah, why did her last relationship end? And the first thing that came out of her mouth, I made him a simp. I created him into a simp. I'm like, God damn. So you fought this man, you made this man eat bullshit, you had this man not work out, you had this man not be learned and knowledgeable, you had this man not engage in warfare, you had this man not going to the boxing gym, you had this man not making oodles of money and trying to be one of the greatest men to ever live. And then once you turned him into that psychopath you wanted, you left him. Like, that's crazy. What the fuck? Like, that is crazy. So these hoes want you to win the war. They want you to win every battle. They want you to win the war. They want you to win. They're chaotic animals at their core, unfortunately. I like engaging in the war sometimes. Sometimes I be having time. Most times, get the fuck off of me. A lot of times I don't be feeling like engaging in that shit. But anyway, so yeah. Oh, I didn't even get into the point. So women are very valuable, and I'm talking about average women. And I think the average man is far more valuable than the average woman. But most women aren't valuable because they have no knowledge. They're not competent. They're not particularly bright. They're not particularly physically attractive. They're not particularly hardworking. So it's like you're a very average person. You're a very average person. Everything you do. So it's like, how the fuck are you the value? How are you the pride? How are you special? And we don't expect, like, I'm not trying to be mean to these hoes, to you hoes, and y'all are hoes, most of y'all. But I'm just trying to let y'all know that y'all need to be more realistic, and y'all need somebody like the big dog in y'all life to let y'all know it's true. Because if y'all keep going down this path that y'all are going, y'all know what's gonna happen, and I know what's gonna happen too. So this bitch could So this bitch, she could lower her standards, be more realistic, find an average man with a decent income and good morals, and experience a higher quality of life. But what does she do? She seeks a nigga like Kanye. And it's crazy because if she had Kanye, she wouldn't be able to keep the nigga. So uh, women want to box above their weight class, and honestly, when they're doing that, these are women who are very deluded, very entitled. Uh, they have no love in their heart for anybody except themselves. And also, I truly do believe most women are incapable of love. I might go into that in a different video, but I don't think most of you hoes are actually capable of love. And yeah, I had another point on that. Oh, so yeah, so women want to box about the weight class, and ultimately, since you bitches are, since most of y'all are average, and I probably start being more nice with how I deliver these messages, like subtracting the bitches and hoes, but bitch and hoe will do for now, cause I'm the gorgeous gangster. But anyway, since women want to box above their weight class, what they're ultimately doing is setting themselves up for failure and setting themselves up to lead an unhappy life. Because since a lot of y'all are average, y'all are going to attract and accumulate average things. Like y'all are not extraordinary people. You know what I'm saying? I was dealing with this one woman today. She was very beautiful, very beautiful. And I didn't tell her at all. And I think she knew. I think she knew, and I think she also was quite a narcissist. She was very self-focused, and like she talked a lot, and just typical woman stuff. But she was so enamored and so just enchanted with the type of man I am. I think part of it initially was because of the way I look physically, and B, just the quality of man I actually am. She just was in love with that shit. So it's like, and she's gorgeous, right? And I'm not saying that since she's gorgeous, she's on my level. I'm not saying that shit at all. Because you can be the baddest bitch in the world and still not be able to fuck with the gorgeous gangster. You did. The pretty pugilist, the poetic pimping, the strong back pimping, the in-shape pimping. He did. You could be the most gorgeous bitch on the planet and still not qualify for me, and I'll still treat you like trash. If I feel like doing so, and if I feel like you're an unworthy person. So, yeah. What was my point in saying that? I was talking about people dealing with stuff from the level. But she's an average woman, and she can tell I'm an extraordinary man. So she's just enamored with that shit. But it's like, even though you're a gorgeous woman, you're extraordinary in this one area, you still really don't measure up to a nigga like me. So that was my point. Like attracts like to a degree. A lot of you girls are average, and that's fine. I mean, we gotta have average people in the world. I'm average in some ways. MD, the nigga the nigga with $1 billion in his bank is average in some ways, et cetera, et cetera. So we're all average in some ways. But most of y'all are average in every way, and that's despicable.